racial profiling exists. Did you know that black people that have been stopped by the cops are 127% more likely to be frisked, Latinos are 44% more likely to be frisked than white stopped people in general? This brings us upon the topic of racial profiling, which by definition is the use of race or ethnicity to suspect someone of committing a crime. Racial profiling is all around us, no matter what your skin color is. It's in our communities, in the malls, in our schools, and sometimes in our own homes. I remember, since my dad is very, very dark skinned and my little brother is really light skinned, there are times when they go out to travel or they go out to places and literally my dad will come back telling us like how police officers have stopped them and there's literally no reason as to why except for the big differences in skin color. But in this speech, I will tell you all how racial profiling, as small as other people can make it to be, is actually a really big issue amongst people of color, different races and ethnicities. Because it can affect and can be a threat in their everyday lives when it shouldn't be. First, I will be explaining the problem with racial profiling in law enforcement, then the possible causes to these seemingly unmotivated acts, and then stuff we could do to be more aware as a community about these things. To start off, let me tell you all the problem with racial profiling. Racial profiling amongst law enforcement to people of color happens every single day. The problem with racial profiling is that many Black, Indian, Hispanic people they're being put into jail for these false accusations or for suspicious activity. In the R.V. Brown case, Detective Brown, over here, was stopped by Officer Olson while driving, and all the evidence in the case supported racial profiling. Amanda Caudry, who studied the R.V. case, stated that skin color does not determine whether one is considered a criminal. Not only did Detective Brown experience racial profiling, but Darren Martin, a former Obama White House staffer, he also experienced racial profiling while moving furniture into his house. A white lady called the cops and said that he looked suspicious. Martin responded by saying that everyday racial profiling is almost second nature now. These false accusations are filling up jails at an alarming speed that will only cause billions of more tax dollars into these prisons. Michigan Governor Jennifer Granholm sent a letter to California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger stating how the California prison system is currently at its twice intended capacity. Now that I have touched upon the problem with racial profiling, I will talk about possible reasons as to why police officers may racially profile. According to a former EMT park ranger and firefighter, Josh Evans confirms ticket quotas are not officially noted, but that they do exist by saying, these quotas are more prevalent in departments where money from citations helps to fill the coffers of the police department or the government that they work for. So as police are required to make a certain amount of arrests per day or month, it's a lot easier to suspect someone of a crime than to find evidence and actually take action about that. So it's pretty obvious how some officers would like to take the easier way out. News articles and data in the nation often stretch the truth to fit into the people of color stereotype, which often makes the general public fear a certain race. FBI data showed that about 51% of the Black and Hispanic US population were killed by cops, but failed to mention that those people killed were not attacking at all. German Lopez, Vox editor, said, people of color are much more likely to be shot by the police than their white peers. So now that I've covered the problems with racial profiling and the causes for it, now I'll cover ways that we can make a difference. Of course, there are solutions that we can all start implementing in our lives to help being aware of this problem. Technology and media are a way to get our opinions out with posts and hashtags because nowadays, social media is at the center of it all. Crystal Lombardo, the editor of Online News Vision Launch, stated that the use of these tools can build a community of trust and legitimacy because the police can engage and educate communities. Supporting campaigns such as the ACLU Racial Justice Program, who defend and advocate for victims of racial profiling, something as simple as following their YouTube, their Facebook, or their Twitter, can help you get more aware of these and can help you spread the word to other people. So today I first discussed the problem with racial profiling, then went into the causes, and lastly how we'd be able to make a difference. Racial profiling is a huge problem, especially in today's society, and more people need to be aware of it. So we can help people of color going through these hard times which they shouldn't be going through to begin with. I hope everyone has been made more aware of this issue and will hopefully help make a difference.